Hello students, welcome you to today's class. Students, today I would like to teach you the first chapter of geography of class 8. Okay, and the chapter name is resources. Okay, in this video I would like to explain you all the details, all the headings and all the things very briefly and in detail also. Okay, I hope you will enjoy this video a lot. Okay, so let's start the video today. Students, let's start the chapter with first heading. And first heading is resources. Students, many of you have seen many things like clothes, utensils, food grains, comms, bottle of honey, books and water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable, textbook, and many other things. Students, in your daily life, you must have used all the things in your life. So, those things should be used, so they have utility. Utility means if you're using textbook, so textbook have some use. What is the use of textbook? Textbook is used to be read out. Okay, we would like to read the textbook. So since the textbook is important work of reading, so it is called utility. And utility or usability is what makes an object to be useful as resources. Whatever things, there are many things that we can use. Whatever things we are using and whatever we would like to use in future or we have used in past, that is called an object, and that object is also called a resource. Whatever we use can be said as the object of resources. Now here stands the definition of resources. Now the first question is, what do you mean by resources, or what is resources? Hence we can make a definition of resources like that. So the definition is, anything that can be used to satisfy a need is called resources. Okay, anything we used to satisfy our need, whatever things that satisfy our needs, whatever things we are needed. Okay, if we will get those things and we would like to complete our need, so that thing is also called a resource. For example, many kind of resources are there. Okay, like water, like electricity, rickshaw, vegetable, okay, mobile, technology, rivers. Okay, so many things are there. So all the things have their used their part in our life. Now the second thing is that now all the resources have their value. सभी resources की अपनी अपनी value होती हैं, उनका अपना अपना importance होता है. Some resources can become economically valuable. Some resources can be the value of our economy. They can reduce or they can produce our economy. Okay, some resources has the money value and some resources has the medicinal value. So many resources has many kind of value. Students, time and technology are two important factors that can change substance into resources. Both are related to the need of the people. People themselves are the most important resources. पीपल हिमसेल्फ आर द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट रिसोर्सेज. लोग खुद भी बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण रिसोर्स खुद होते हैं. इट इज़ देयर आइडियाज़, देयर नॉलेज, देयर इन्वेंशंस एंड देयर डिस्कवरीज दैट लेड टू द क्रिएशन ऑफ मोर रिसोर्सेज. लोग जो आइडियाज़ देते हैं, जो उनकी जो बुद्धि नॉलेज होती है, जो वो इन्वेंशन करते हैं, जो वो खोज करते हैं, ये सभी चीज़ें रिसोर्सेज को बनाने में, रिसोर्सेज को शेप देने में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती हैं. Each discoveries and inventions led to many other things, and as well as the discovery of fire led to the practice of cooking and other process, while the invention of wheel ultimately resulted in the development of newer modes of transport. समय समय से जो हमारे इन्वेंशन हुए, जो आविष्कार हुए, जो लोगों ने जो भी खोजा, वो रिसोर्सेज में जाकर के तब्दील हुआ. The technology to create hydroelectricity has turned energy in fast flowing water into an important resources. हमारे पास पानी तो पहले से ही अवेलेबल था, लेकिन टाइम और टेक्नोलॉजी ने उस वाटर से, उस पानी से हमें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यानी कि बिजली बनाना सिखाया. तो जब हम बिजली बनाना सीख गए तो चूँकि वाटर हमारे पास पहले से ही नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज के रूप में मौजूद था, हमने उसमें टेक्नोलॉजी को ऐड किया और अब हम पानी से, वाटर से बिजली बनाने लगे। तो बिजली भी एक प्रकार का आपका रिसोर्स हो गया। So time to time many things are there which they would like to turn into the resources. Now we move towards types of resources. So there are two types of resources: natural resources and human-made resources. Okay, first is natural resources and second is human-made resources. So first of all, I'm going to explain you what is natural resource. Okay, two types of resources are there: natural resources and human-made resources. Okay, what is natural resources? Resources that are drawn from nature and used without much modification are called natural resources. In the other words, you can say that nature provides us some resources so that our life can be easy. So that resources which are provided by nature, it is called natural resources. Okay, just like air, water, okay, and many other things: air, water, sunlight. So these are called petroleum: air, water, sunlight, oil, petroleum. So all these things are called natural resources. Okay, natural resources are himself of two type. Okay, the first is renewable resources and the second is non-renewable resources. In this way, natural resources can be broadly divided into two parts: renewable and non-renewable. Renewable resources, the resources those which get renewed or replenished quickly, okay, those are called renewable resources, which means that can be gettable also. Some of these are ultimate and not affected by the human activities such as solar and wind energy. Yet careless use of some certain renewable resources like water, soil, forest can affect their stocks. Water seems to be an unlimited renewable resources, but shortage and drying up all the natural waters source is a major problem in many parts of the world today. Second is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those resources which have a limited stock. Once the stock finished, so we cannot get back them. After finishing the stock, we cannot get back them. After once they have exhausted, अगर एक बार ख़त्म हो गए दोबारा नहीं मिल पाएंगे. It may take thousands of years and lakhs of years to renew them. Okay, so non-renewable resources cannot be renewed, cannot be returned back. Okay, they have made only one. Now the example I would like to give some examples resources of non-renewable. Okay, solar energy, coal, energy, petroleum, wind energy, natural gas, okay, are some example of. So these are called resources. Okay, we can generate them and we can renew them. But all the resources cannot be renewed and cannot be get back. सभी resources वापस नहीं प्राप्त किया जा सकते. जिनको हम प्राप्त कर सकते हैं उनको हम रिन्यू भी कर सकते हैं, जिनको हम एक बार खो करके दोबारा उनको हम नहीं प्राप्त कर सकते, उनको हम नॉन रिन्यूएबल कहते हैं. नाउ वी विल सी ह्यूमन मेड रिसोर्सेज. ओके, the resources which are made by human beings, which are made by women and men. Okay, so these resources are called human made resources. Since they has been made by humans, they has been made by men and women, so we would like to say them as human made resources. Sometimes natural resources and substance becomes resourcely only when their original form has been changed. For example, iron ore was not a resource until people learned to extract iron from it. Okay, when we make the iron from the raw material, when we make steel from the raw material, so that is called human made resources. People use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, machinery, vehicles, and many other things. So these roads, bridges, machinery, vehicles are called human made resources. Okay, technology is also a human made resources. Nature doesn't provide us technology. Technology has been provided by science. Since science has been provided us natural science provided us technology, so that is called human made resources. Okay, students, and human being is also himself as a resource. People can make the best use of nature to create more resources when they have knowledge, skill, and other things. Okay, so technology to do so. By using the technology, people can do a lot better jobs or many jobs. Okay, so they are also called human resources. Okay, because by getting education and by getting good health, okay, people would like to work for the country. Okay, all the inventions, all the economical work, and all the things. Okay, when the people would like to contribute into their nation, into their society, so people is also as a main resource है. क्योंकि लोग जब ज़्यादा होते हैं, उनके पास नॉलेज होता है, उनके पास एजुकेशन होता है, तो ये बहुत से प्रकार के सामान बनाते हैं, गुड्स बनाते हैं, थिंग्स बनाते हैं, उनकी बिक्री होती है, जिससे गवर्नमेंट को पैसे अवेलेबल होते हैं और कंट्री का आपका डेवलपमेंट होता है. जिस कंट्री में जितने ज़्यादा काम करने वाले लोग रहेंगे, जितने ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी रहती है, उतने ज़्यादा वो ग्रोथ करते हैं. जैसे आजकल अमेरिका और चाइना का एग्जांपल आप ले सकते हैं. वहाँ वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, इसलिए वहाँ की इकोनॉमी हमारी इकोनॉमी से काफ़ी आगे है. तो जितने ज़्यादा लोग वर्किंग कंडीशन में होंगे, वो उतने ज़्यादा टैक्स पे करेंगे, उतने ज़्यादा एक्टिव लोग उस कंट्री में रहेंगे. तो जब लोग एक्टिव ज़्यादा रहेंगे, तो वो नेशन के कंट्रीब्यूशन में, नेशन के इकोनॉमी में अपना वो ग्रोथ देते रहते हैं. सब्सक्राइब बटन दबा करके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और साथ में घंटी भी दबा दें, ताकि आपको वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन लगातार मिलती रहे. Using resources carefully and providing them time to get back renewed is called resource conservation. Students, if we are using resources, okay, at the great speed, so in future maybe the reduce has been finished, and once some resources are get finished, so we cannot get them back. So now the intelligent point is that we have to use our resources very carefully. Okay, balancing the need of us, okay, and reducing the use of resources. By this way we can conserve them. We have to preserve them for the longer time, so that the next generation can also take benefit from that resources. Okay, so conserving resources is called resources of conservation. We have to use many steps to conserve these things. Some steps are taken, okay, and the students and all the countrymen of India, all the Indian people, they are the duties of them to conserve the natural resources and any other resources. Okay, the future of the planet, our Earth, and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system and whatever nature had provided us. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure them. First of all, we would like to do all uses of renewable resources are sustainable. Second, the diversity of life on the earth is conserved. Third, the damage to natural environmental system is minimized. Okay, अब इम्पोर्टेंट बात इसमें क्या है कि हमें हमारे पास जो भी रिसोर्सेज हैं, हमको उनको कंजर्व करना आना चाहिए. हम उनका यूज़ इतने बुद्धिमानी से करेंगे कि रिसोर्सेज जल्दी ख़त्म ना हो और आने वाले पीढ़ियाँ, आने वाली जनरेशन भी इसका फ़ायदा ले पाएँ. इसके पहले हमको 3R पे वर्क करना होगा: रीयूज़, रिसाइकिल, रीन्यू. हमें अपनी एनर्जी की ज़रूरतों को कम करना होगा और ज़रूरतें कम करके हमें अपने रिसोर्सेज को बचाना है. ठीक है, आपकी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हो गई या वाटर हो गया, ठीक है, ये जब ख़त्म हो जाएंगे तो कुछ समय बाद ही ये रीन्यू हो पाएंगे. तो हमें इनका यूज़ बहुत ही बेहद सावधानी के साथ करना पड़ेगा. हमें रेस्पेक्ट एंड केयर फॉर ऑल फॉर्म्स ऑफ लाइफ, हमें सभी फॉर्म्स ऑफ लाइफ को केयर करना पड़ेगा. अपने ह्यूमन लाइफ की क्वालिटी को हमें इम्प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद जो भी हमारे पास रिसोर्सेज हैं उनको हमको कंजर्व करना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद से हमें इन्वायरमेंटल सिस्टम को भी मेंटेन करके रखना होगा, यानी हमें इन्वायरमेंट को भी सेव करना होगा. रिसोर्सेज को यूज़ करने में हमने इन्वायरमेंट को बहुत सारा नुकसान पहुंचाया है, और अगर हम रिसोर्सेज को डेवलप करें विदाउट हार्मिंग द नेचर, सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. जब हम इन्वायरमेंट को बिना नुकसान पहुंचाए, बिना हानि पहुंचाए, हम जब रिसोर्सेज को यूज़ करते हैं, सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. तो हमें इन्वायरमेंट को भी सेव करना है और हमें सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट करना है। ओके, इसके साथ ही आपका चैप्टर ख़त्म होता है। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि ये वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगा होगा। इसमें जो भी मैंने बताया उसको आप समझ पाए होंगे। अगर फिर भी आपको कोई डाउट है, कोई दिक्कत है, कोई क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में है तो मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखें, ठीक है। और मुझसे आप सवाल भी कर सकते हैं। मिलते हैं आपसे अगले वीडियो में। अगले वीडियो में मैं क्लास 8 के पॉलिटिकल साइंस यानी सिविक्स में से पहला चैप्टर आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगा। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में। तो खुश रहिए, स्वस्थ रहिए, लॉकडाउन का पालन करिए और अपने मॉम डैड के कहना भी, उनके आज्ञा का भी आप लोग पालन किया करिए।